I feel like if you could do scores, it would help out a lot.
Yeah, I'll just do that.
Okay. We just continue to speak in English though, right?
Pardon?
We're doing English the whole time, right? Or
You
Spanish?
can do whatever you want to do.
Okay.
You're on right now, just so you know. Introduce.
right, hockey fans around the world, we're here in Lima, Peru for the last stretch of the Copa del Pacifico 2026. This is the final for the women's tournament. We got the Caribbean community hockey on one side, bringing a lot of A players from all over the Caribbean and other parts of South America. And then we have the Cocodrilos de Mexico on the other side. They're a Mexican team, and they're going to be having the help of one of the players, one of the goalies from the men's tournament on their tent. They had a situation with their goalie in which they couldn't commit to the travel at the very, last week before the tournament. The goalie that was coming with them told them that they wouldn't be able to make it, and they came here without a goalie and played some matches like that. But fortunately, this final is going to be, it's going to be a good game. They're going to have a good goalie on their side. The Caribbean has been the most solid team on the tournament, putting up scores of more than 20 goals differences against any other adversary. So, what do you think about the game? What can we expect,
I really don't. I have no idea what to expect. They're two really strong teams. We have played against them early this year. And now that the Cocodrilos have a goalie,
Can we raise her volume?
Pardon?
Can we raise her volume a bit on my return?
This is you. This is her.
All right.
now we're seeing the warming up.
We see the Mexican team warming up on the other side. They're setting up, doing a couple passes and shoot. Their goalie seems to be warmed up too.
You don't lean out too far where you'll be in the camera. Your hand, the camera too. Your hand. You're up there, see?
Oh. Okay, we're learning how to broadcast, people, so get with us, help us out, because we're gonna need your help. We appreciate everyone that's here, that's, fostering the hockey community in South and Central America by watching this game. This is gonna be a good display of women's hockey down south. We're really excited that we're showing this to everyone that wants, and it's gonna be on YouTube. It's free of charge, just available to anyone.
Not only streaming, but it's going to play there, so anytime you want to
Exactly.
read it,
You can just check out how Peruvian hockey looks like as of 2026 in an international tournament. And I mean, I hope so. I hope to come back every year after this, make sure that I see a lot of growth, because this is just the beginning for you guys. Caribbean team seems to be setting up nice too for warm-ups, doing passes and shoots, setting up in a semicircle. They have a lot of good shooters on that team, a lot of powerful scorers.
they're warming up their goalie.
Yep. JoJo Roberts is their goalie. She plays for Alvernia University in NCAA Division III.
The goalie from Cocodrilos is the one from the German team.
And we have the final whistle to announce that warm-ups are over. The teams are going back to their benches, gonna do their, scream their team names and follow back to middle ice for the beginning face-off. Just a couple minutes to discuss what's gonna happen, what's the game plan. And soon enough, these ladies are gonna be battling for the puck on center ice.
I wonder who is going to start.
I think puck possession is a really important asset for the Caribbean team. I know they're good hustlers out there, so they really try and dig in for that initial puck. That's how you maintain possession. That's how you keep the scores, very elastic. And that's what they've been doing so far in this tournament. shout out to Mexico for staying, in this tournament, not giving up even when they didn't have a goalie. It's going to be a good hockey game. When is it not a good hockey game, right? It's always a good game. And then we're in Peru. We have a set time for team pictures, mingling the players from both communities, having that nice moment before the match starts. All right. Just celebrating the growth of hockey in non-traditional territories. Yeah, that's right, girls. You beat that stick on the ice. We're doing this. We're here. Beginning action as we suspected, staying with the Caribbean team. And the Mexican team managing to put it back in their offensive zone, although the possession is Caribbean. That was almost a goal by number 28. She's of Cuban descent. She plays in North Carolina currently. Center ice action, and it's really important. The better the hockey game is, usually the more center ice action we're gonna see. Caribbean spreading out nicely, managing to put players where they want. And they got powerful scorers and good people, good players that are really quick on catching rebounds up front. The Mexican team seems to be having a interesting, a good spread of players, putting themselves in the good places on the ice too. So it's really good to see their growth during the duration of the tournament. Back to Lais. She stretches into the zone and tries to fumble it around with no success. Puck is out of bounds and will restart. However, they're not doing, they are restarting on center ice. Right, that is per IIHF regulations. If the puck goes out of bounds, it's a center ice face-off. And that's in. That's one. Wait, I believe the ref said no goal. I believe the ref said no goal, so do we have a goal? Okay. Yeah, I believe it was a hand pass to the goal. Very likely is what they're saying. Is what they're telling me. Not sure what went on, but the ref did make a sign that said no goal, so we don't have the score open at the finals for the Copa del Pacifico 2026. And the puck will restart at center ice.
Got a shout out. Got a shout out for Carolina, the goaltender from the German team.
All right.
She is donating her equipment at the end of the tournament.
No way.
Full set of goalie pads.
So yeah. She's donut. Could they hear that? I don't know if they could hear that, but hey.
You repeat it. She's
Yeah. We have a Prague goalie on a German team here, and shout out to her. Her name is Carolina. She's donating all her set to the game in Peru after the tournament's done. So a full set of goalie equipment that hockey players around here know that is not cheap. That is not cheap. And it will certainly help a lot with the growth of the sport down here. It is much appreciated. Big shout out to you, Carolina. They're still figuring out what could have happened there. and what the call will be, but the game will restart at center ice, and we have a null score at this moment. And Caribbean has a breakaway, and it's in! Lala! That is Laís, number 18 from Brazil. Oh, she has another opportunity and is blocked by the goalie. Caribbean's resetting. They set up a nice play at the middle of the ice, and now they go back. The Mexican team needs to pressure them, do the forecheck a little bit more diligently. Too much space to set up their attacking, their offensive strategy. Let's see how the Mexicans do this time. And is another opportunity for the Caribbean team. They're going to force the passes down the middle, try to crowd up that space. And now they go back to their defensive zone. Meanwhile, Mexico gains a lot of time, but it is not enough to keep up with the skating of the Caribbean team. It is a really fast group of girls. They've been outskating every other team in the competition so far. And they almost had another entry in the zone to no success this time. And it is another goal for the Caribbean team. I believe it was number 7, so it might have been Kim. Kim is of Guyana, was born and raised in Canada. She's a very good player, played in U Sports, so at the Canadian collegiate level. For those of you who know college hockey out there, know that that is no easy task. Just a safe player out there, you know, not putting the puck where it doesn't need to go. Another shot blocked by the goalie. By Megan Mocheri. Kim is actually number, number 12. Here comes an offense from Caribbean. And Lala almost puts it in again. It's back at the net, and Mexico has possession. The refs are asking the Caribbean team to back away so they can restart the play, and it's back at the Caribbean defensive zone. They're going to skate it out. She got it. It's skating out, and they make the dump. Laís has it. Front of the ice, she shoots, and it's blocked. JoJo, the goalie for the Caribbean team, just made a pass and set it up nicely for them again. They go back into the offensive zone. Blocked by the goalie. That was a shot by Jasmine. And the puck is back with the Caribbean goalie. There's a dispute in the neutral zone, and Ile is ready to put it back in offense. That almost hit the backdoor pass for another goal by Jazz. No success, though. It is blocked by the goalie again. Laís is coming up close. Laís almost gained control in the middle of the slot, but no success once again, and Jazz shoots it from the point. Now she has possession. A lot of action right there in front of the net. What are you thinking about this game so far?
It looks like the Caribbean team is dominating the game. They're in the zone of the
Yes. Although the cock just shot on goal, absolutely. And we can say that for most of the tournament, the Caribbean team has really been dominating the gameplay for the women's game. It is going to be a tough job for Mexico, and we're really out here like looking forward to what they can do as a squad. Actually, to what both teams can do as squads right now. Although we know that the Caribbean has shown for most of the tournament that they're here to win. You know, they're not.
I think if the Cocodrilos were a little bit more, they would reach.
Absolutely. Absolutely. The Cocodrilos really need to set up their offensive more evenly. They're having a tough time. Yeah. And maybe that is their strategy for today, you know, just set up a nice triangle out back and attack on eventual odd man rushes.
Maybe, but they're 3 down, so they have to.
The Caribbean is setting up another offensive play. Number 28, Abby, carried the puck out there. And now the Mexican team makes a stretch for an offensive play to no success. It is denied by Mocheri. Another opportunity denied by the goalie. She breaks, try to find the pass. Andrews right there, almost a deflection that would be lethal. If that puck gets deflected right in front of the goalie, you know it. Even if you're in the NHL, that's really hard to catch. All right, that's a nice setup, and it's a score by Ile, number 21, Ileana Valentina, who also plays for the Chilean national team. She's actually Venezuelan, but she's been living in Chile for a long time now. Back at center ice with the Caribbean team. Maintain possession. Pass the puck to the middle, and now and the Caribbeans come up close one-on-one against the goalie again. Oh, that's a good attempt by, I believe it was Ileana or Kim. It was Kim. If she went top shelf on that one, there was nothing that goalie could do about it. I believe that was a fair play, actually. The goalie was on the floor, and she chose to just shoot pad. All right. That's what went on. Good sportsmanship, Kim. Very Canadian of you. Denied by the goalie, another opportunity one-on-one. It's funny because on 3-on-3, you don't have as much space to gain that edge against the goalie when you're right one-on-one. Denied once again. It's hard to skate to the side because there's very little space between you and the defense that's coming up. So you got to be really smart about it. And it's not as easy as it looks, definitely. Caribbean team makes it look easy sometimes. Ooh, if Ile caught that pass, it would have been, once again, another big scoring opportunity for the Caribbean team. And the whistle is blown, the play is restarting behind the goal lines for the Mexican team. Yeah, it's definitely hard to stay on top against a very physical team like the Caribbean team. They, you know, they're really fast skaters and they know how to gain space. Mexico has to be really, how can I say this, but like, you know, diligent on defense. They have to be really responsible with how and where they position themselves. They got to block the passing lanes, because if the passing lanes are open, it is likely that the Caribbeans will pass the puck and just tic-tac-toe around. But the whistle is blown because the Mexican goalie is back on the floor, and the game is stopped for a little bit. Yes, the Mexican team, the Cocodrilos, they're doing a good job at holding off the Caribbeans' offensive pushes.
Yeah, it was this one line that I think lacked some defense, and now they're back defending really strongly there.
Absolutely, absolutely. And the Mexican team knows what they have to do. They have to set up a nice triangle and block the passing lanes. It is definitely what they're trying to do and what we're seeing here. Getting the puck out of the zone as soon as possible. And Jojo, as a very experienced goalie, also does a good job at resetting the puck back for the Caribbean team. I believe there's another person down, and play resumes. That is Abby with the red helmet on the Caribbean team. Passing back to Kim, to believe it was actually Megan Mocheri. Or Mosetti. Mochetti? I'll have to ask her. And we have a stoppage in. Actually, the play is on. It's just nobody is forechecking. Oh, that's a good opportunity, and Karibi doesn't get it in. It was hard. It was hard to get the puck back on the blade. She tried to kick it with the skates, but when the ice is this small, you also have to be very quick about your actions. You don't have much space to get it wrong. Another defense. And it's back in the offensive zone. The Caribbean team is good about keeping possession in the offensive zone when they need to push and try to reverse the sides of the play by using the boards at the end. That's something that the other teams could learn from them, is using the backhand doors to reverse, the action side when you're going into the offensive zone, and just quickly turn it around. Denied again by the goalie. And Jazz almost lost the puck there. And she skates through center ice and shoots and scores! Jasmine Miley, she hit it where Mama keeps the cookies. Back behind the goal line. A lot seems to be happening there. Puck battles are hard. Puck is back on center ice with Kim, who passes to Lais, who shoots and is denied once again. They try to get a rebound there, but no success. I believe the puck was not in. No, and never mind, it was in. That's a goal. That is a goal. So far we have 6-0 for the Caribbean Community Hockey Team. And they're restarting play. The refs seem to be talking to one another, trying to figure out what is going to happen next. Not sure what they could be talking about. What do you guys think they're talking about? The weather, maybe. It is not halftime yet.
How many minutes do we have left?
It's over. It's over, yeah, but they gotta figure it out what happened. Then they start the.
Okay, so first half time is over.
So yeah. According to our information sources here, the first period is done. It came to an end at 6-0 to the Caribbean Community Hockey. ¿5-0? Sí.
Okay, the sixth goal is under confirmation. They're discussing what is happening. So they don't know if they have 5 or 6.
Everybody at home on YouTube can rewind and see.
Everybody at home on YouTube can rewind and see if anything happened on that play that, you know, would deny that score.
You cannot do it now. We don't have that technology.
Yeah, I mean, we could just pull up the game and open it on YouTube and try to rewatch it. Absolutely, there's always like a 10 to 15 second delay, yes. Did happen a while ago, so we might as well. Although we do not know if the score is 5 or 6-0 as of now. Okay, it is confirmed the score is 6-0 for the Caribbean community. All right, the beginning face-off goes to the Caribbean community, and Lala shoots again from afar to no success. And play is resetting behind goal lines for the Cocodrillos. Battles in the middle. You guys can't see it well because that corner is somewhere we don't have a good angle for the streaming camera. But all right, Kim has a good chance and it does not go in. Caribbean has a lot of speed. They're going to force the speed through. Laiz denied. It went and hit the post, but no score for the Caribbean community. And now they have another shot denied by the goalie, and play is resetting behind the goal lines for Mexico. They try to turn it around, but they're somewhat slow on the action, and Kim gets it again, and there's another shot that goes in for the Caribbean community, making it 7-0 in Lima, Peru tonight. They force the play, manage to keep it in the zone. And Abby is actually on her knees and could not get the puck back to the Caribbean team. Lots of shots blocked by the goalie. Caribbean skates to gain ice space. They wait for a resetting, and they manage to find a far-up pass south-north all the way to no success. And the Mexican team has a shot, which is blocked by Jojo Roberts. Caribbean team clears the play and sets up number 6, Lily Espino, for some. All right. I believe that was a goal by Abby Munoz, making it 8-0 for the Caribbean team. That was a good shot by Ile, blocked by the goalie with their head. Mexico dumps it in. Caribbean gains possession again. Oh, almost a 1-on-1. Lays goes on a breakaway and is blocked by the goalie. They gain possession, find the offensive pass. Let Ileana right in front of the net and just puts it in. That makes it 9-0 for Caribbean. Cocodrillo seems to be betting on rebound shots. So they're shooting far, kind of from the point, if we had a point here, and expecting a rebound on the pads to try and put the puck in. So far, that has gotten them no goals yet, but they will push for that strategy. Caribbean has possession. Jazz passes it to Ili, and it folds and goes to defense, and Laiz regains possession, resets the play, and dumps it in the zone. Big pass by the goalie to Ileana, and that's in! Ileana Gonzalez, what are you doing? Unbelievable action, making it 10-0. Gain more space, and she is down. The referee is going to call a tripping. Caribbean has another penalty shot. So another chance to put the puck in the net and make another point and further the score difference in this game. Let's see if they will actually shoot the puck or if they will just dump it out, given that the score difference is quite a lot by now. I think she will go for it. She will go for it, and is denied by the goalie. Jazz has the puck and tries to score, even though she had a backdoor pass right there. She chooses to shoot the puck and expect a rebound. That is Ileana almost hitting it again, but she hits the post, and the puck is back with Laiz in the defensive zone, who's going to skate it out and enter the zone with speed. She comes in and she scores. That is 11-0 for the Caribbean team. Juju sets it up again for the Caribbean breakout. And they managed to break out with no difficulties. JoJo does a really good job at, repositioning the puck back for her team. She makes the job easy for them. They gain speed, they come back into the offensive zone, shoots to no score. And the goalie is down and the play is stopped. Mexico will resume play after the goalie is up. Ooh! If Lily could have turned a little bit quicker, she would have had a good chance to score too. Breakout for the Mexican team to no. They managed to get it in the zone, and now they'll have to battle the puck out on the deep end. And they keep possession. They keep it in their offensive zone. Hard battles. Try to find the pass in the middle to no success. It is a flop pass, and the Caribbean has the possession of the puck once again. And they come in close, but they're denied by the goalie. Oops.
The actions in the Caribbean, and I see that they're opening. And now they're putting the back.
Caribbean keeps possession in the offensive zone. They're finding good passes all around, but the whistle is blown, and I believe that is going to be another tripping call. This time, I believe, against the Caribbean girls. Yes, that is confirmed. We will have a penalty shootout for the Cocodrillos. I believe that's number 11. So that's Tania Rivera. Ooh, she's denied by Jojo Roberts. If she went left side, she could have faked a right and gone left, and that would have completely confused the goalie. Yet she was denied, and the score remains null for the Cocodrillos. Caribbean regains possession. They're back at the offensive zone, finding good passes. Oh, she missed it by a little bit, and it's in. It is in, making it 12-0 for Caribbean. They set up the play nicely again. They have unblocked people in the slot. The Cocodrillos need to find someone that will cover that person that's coming in, you know, completely free down in the slot, because otherwise players like, you know, Kim Ramcharan will 13-0. I believe it's 13-0 for... It was not a goal? That was a goal, guys. That was 13. Anyways. 13, I'm telling you. I saw the goal. You guys are gaslighting me. Goalie is down and expected to get back up and re-continue play for the Cocodrillos. They're gonna try to get, they're pushing out exits when they could be resetting, you know. That's something that I would like to see the Mexican team doing a little bit more, is like being careful about their breakouts, because otherwise the Caribbean girls will regain possession really quickly. And put it in again, Laiz. Never mind, that was Jazz Miley. They try to get a shot. To no success. Yeah, they almost got one in there. It almost slowly went into the net. That would have been cruel to watch. Back in the defensive zone. Megan Moseri gains space. Oh, and is denied by the ref, I guess. The opening the doors in some unconventional places of the ice definitely gets to you. Nice battle on the board, but the whistle is blown and the puck will be given back to the Caribbean team. They skated out of the zone again. They have space. They're setting up nicely. And is blocked. Lais shoots, but is blocked by the goalie. Mexican team is setting up a nice, oh well, they were denied. Lily Espino passes it back to Megan Moseri, who distributes it well deep in the zone. And now Kim Ramcharan takes the defensive spot there to wait for a pass and reset the play. She passes it to Moseri, who has a clear angle. She shoots out of bounds. Mexico is restarting the play. And there is some neutral zone action right here. Not sure you guys can see it well. Puck is back into the offensive zone for the Caribbean. They find the passes, puts it in the, oh, wow, that was almost on Lais's blade. And she tries again to no success. Yes, the goalie is taking a goalie timeout again. They're waiting a little bit in 3x3. The goalie is allowed a couple timeouts a game. And the puck is set for the restart. All right. Oh, she almost loses it back in the slot. If Caribbean turns it around, oh my. That was a big scoring chance for the Caribbean team again. And some bad breakout movements will lead to that. Caribbean trips on themselves a little bit, but regains possession in the offensive zone to a shot with no success. Just a one-on-one, Kim versus the goal. That was Lais versus, and Jojo Roberts stops the Mexican attempt to score in this match. She resets the play, gives it back to her defense girl, and they break out once again, getting nicely and comfortably into the offensive zone. There's a neutral battle, but Lais comes in close. Once again denied by the Mexican goalie. And that's going to be a quick shot denied because it hit the defenseman in the Mexican team. She puts it back near the net, but no goal for Caribbean right now. They're restarting play. Lais is missing out some big passing opportunities today. Instead, she is preferring to shoot the puck. And that is a glove save by Jojo Roberts. Back in the offensive zone, Caribbean loses the puck but regains possession quickly. Megan Mosseri gains space by skating, and the puck is back in offense. They wrap around and try to find the defense to redistribute play, and Lily Espino shoots from afar, but the goalie catches it in his glove. Megan Mosseri once again. And it is over. It is over. We are at 14-0 for the Caribbean Community Hockey versus the Mexico Cocodrillos in the final for the women's tournament in the Copa del Pacifico 2026. They hug each other. That is such a nice display of, you know, friendship and love for the game down here in South America. I'm glad to have been with you guys in this podcast. I hope you all enjoyed it. And
It was sad that the Cocodrillos couldn't make one goal.
yeah, absolutely. It is part of the game, you know. We hope to see them come with a stronger team. Yes, they will practice very hard, and we'll, you know, each time and each year they play out here, it's going to be a better and better display of the good old game.
So, how do you want to give them the cups?
That is a good question. We don't know if the medal ceremony is going to be now or if it's going to be after all of the events take place. In this case, we're keeping you guys on here for a little bit longer.
Having a second place is not bad. I don't think the Mexicans have chosen.
And I believe that, yes, the Caribbean team has the trophy in their hands, and they're thanking everyone for the support and going up to the crowd. showing that big, beautiful trophy around. Such a good display of, just how fun it is to come out here and just play hockey. It's the best game in the world. So congratulations for Caribbean, congratulations for Mexico for such a great game and such a good display of, will to play the game. We'd love to see them here more often. We love to see this. All right, I'm signing you guys off. I was Anna Bogosian with you in this broadcast today alongside. And bye everyone. I hope you have a great night, because all of us are going to have a great night.